I'm John, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about goji berry bushes and some tips for growing them, and I'll get right into it. First tip is to plant it in full sun, and second tip is to give it some space because it's going to flop over. If you look, see these, it's going to get tall and then it's going to flop over. So you want to give it space, and because it flops over, you want to give it support. That's why I have it growing up against this fence here, so it can grow up and have something to flop onto. And I may even in the future put some sort of trellis in front of it as well to catch these ones that are falling forward. I planted this bush from a cutting 2 years ago, and this is how big it's grown. So they will grow pretty quickly, and they will get over 6 feet plus tall if you let them. Once these plants are established, they'll quickly make more plants by sending roots under the ground, and then new plants will pop up along those roots. So what I'm going to do today is actually dig up some of those plants and cut them and create new plants that I can put elsewhere in my garden. I'm going to show you where those sucker plants are that I'm going to dig up. We'll zoom in here and get real close. There's potentially 3 plants right there that I'm going to dig up. Move around the plant here. And there's actually one really small one right there. And if we keep going, there's another 2. I'm going to dig these up now with a small shovel. Now there is a root down there that I've got to cut with the shovel to separate it from the main plant there. And there it is. And I'm going to stick it in a pot with some dirt. A baby goji. Now I'm going to show you a plant that I put in the ground about a month ago, right here. Transplanted it the same way and just stuck it right into the ground. And let's take a look at one that I planted last year so you can just see the difference in growth. On the other side of the bush, here's one that I planted last year, and you can see that if I pan back here, gave it plenty of space from the other bush. Toward the end of spring, early summer, this bush will start producing flowers that will turn into those tasty red berries that I love. So that's why I grow goji. I love the berries. They tend to be expensive in the stores. So this produces a lot of berries all into the fall. And it's easy to grow, and I've even heard that some people use the leaves, strip the leaves off of them to make soups. Also, once these get established and start to get tall, they make like a living fence, which is kind of neat too for landscaping purposes, although, you know, remember the floppiness and giving them some sort of support to hold them up. So those are my tips for growing goji berry plants.